If you're thinking about opening an LLC in 2026 to save on taxes, I guarantee you'll make at least one of these 5 mistakes. My name is David Zara. I'm a CPA of almost 15 years. I'm going to tell you in 2026 the best way to open up an LLC and the exact things to avoid so that it doesn't cost you down the line. The first mistake is opening up in the wrong state. People listen to TikTok and Instagram advice and they see others talking about Wyoming entities, Delaware entities, and they think that, hey, I'll save much more in taxes if I open up in a different state. The truth is, if this is your first business or you just started making some income, 99% of the time, it's ideal to just open up in the state that you're located in. This will be far easier for compliance, for costs, and for any registered agent you may need. The second big mistake is people open up an LLC, but they won't open up an EIN. An EIN is a fancy way of saying employer identification number. It just is like a social security number for your LLC or a driver's license number for your LLC. You could think of it in that way. Without an EIN, you can't open up a business bank account, a credit card, pay contractors. Essentially, your business will just be on your personal name instead of the actual business entity. This is what directly leads people to mix personal money and business money and gets them trouble with the IRS at the end of the year. The third biggest mistake is not really understanding what an LLC is. They think it's this way of, hey, now I could deduct expenses, I could write things off. That's not true. An LLC is a limited liability company. Forget the fancy term. It just means that it's protected as now it's in an entity versus a sole proprietorship or just your own name. The thing is, an LLC, again, is just a business structure. It doesn't actually provide you any tax benefits in any way, shape, or form. Stop thinking an LLC is what saves you on taxes. That's not true. What really saves you on taxes is your income type, the entity structure, how you pay yourselves and others, and a whole slew of other things. Just because you open up an LLC does not affect anything from a tax standpoint. A great example of this is a trader friend of mine who is also a client of mine. He opened up an LLC thinking, well, hey, I'm going to start writing off my expenses and meals and computer monitors and everything related to trading, which is just not the case. It ended up costing him more time, more effort, more compliance, more filing. In the end, he really gained nothing out of it. So don't make this mistake, especially if you're also a trader. So this leads us to our fourth biggest mistake, which is not separating your personal expenses from your business expenses. That EIN number we discussed is so important because that's what you use to give the banks when you open up a business bank account and get a credit card and start having a financial profile for your business. When you make money on your business, you want that income to go to your business bank account. When you're paying expenses from your business, you want that to come out of your business bank account. The whole point is you want to show the IRS all the money that's related to your business is actually coming and going from that business. So if you ever need to defend anything, you could show in plain sight, hey, this is where it was, this is who it was sent to, this is how much was made, and you could show it and defend it. Just because you open up an LLC doesn't mean you could start bringing income into your personal bank account and selling people and so on and so forth. No. Step one is always open up your business financial profile and start operating from there, which will then need a QuickBooks, and you could start making things like financial statements, profit and loss, balance sheet, and that leads to a whole slew of other things like getting loans and investors and so on. Now let's talk about the fifth and final biggest mistake that's so easy to avoid, which is opening an LLC before you even have any income. So the fifth and final biggest mistake, and this is the home run of mistakes, is not having business financials. See, if you don't have financials, if you don't know how your business performed at the end of the year, you can't A, get loans, B, make business decisions, C, get investors. It's so important to understand how much your business made, how much you're gonna owe in taxes, and really do this in a way where it's so easy year after year to compare your performance and track your business and grow the right way. It's actually not as difficult as people make it out to seem. All you need is a QuickBooks, link your business bank account and credit card to that QuickBooks, transactions start to import. If you want to learn how to do basic bookkeeping from YouTube and categorize those transactions, try yourself. If not, get an accounting firm, get an accountant. It's really not that difficult. And this will tell you everything about your business at the end of the year. Not only will you know more about your business, but you could use these forms to get things like loans, to talk to investors, to get a line of credit, for example. So I can't stress enough how important it is to learn basic accounting, understand your financials, have someone who could put those financials in place, and then start talking about tax strategy based off of those financials. You can't discuss tax strategy if you don't know how you're performing. Hey, are you making 200K, 400K, 300K? What are you netting? What are your margins? What should you be selling more of? Where should you be cutting on expenses? You have to be able to know these basic things. And if you don't, we could work towards that in later videos. That's okay. So all in all, if you want to open up an LLC and start your business, you should do that. Just make sure you have the right information. Avoid these 5 mistakes. Do what is actually right from the beginning, from the foundation. Don't let this deter you, but let this information supply you and invigorate you and push you to actually be able to open up everything correctly and set you up for future success. Opening up a business is not a 6-month thing, a 3-month thing. This is something that you're going to want to do, hopefully be in business for 5, 10 years. Sell the business one day, make a bunch of money, pay yourself, pay your employees. So that means doing it the right way. It's not difficult, it's just getting familiar with the language, avoiding these simple mistakes, and doing the right thing in order to set yourself up for success for years to come. I wish you guys good luck, and I hope to see you guys in future videos where I'm going to explain how not to just avoid mistakes, but do things to be successful from an accounting, finance, and money standpoint. See you guys in later videos.